The Sports Desk takes you to the gridiron grass of the Knights of Bishop Montgomery. It's homecoming. Might a football player be king? Plus, the West Warriors host the second game of the Bay League at the Fred Peterson Stadium. Can West shake off last week's loss? And the top-ranked South Girls tennis team travels to North, who isn't a team that backs down in this competitive Pioneer League. And on the volleyball court, North Torrance plays non-league action, which gets them ready for the postseason. We'll check out more teams who might have a shot at CIF, so get fired up because it starts right now. It's Halloween week, and some of the teams are ghoulishly making their way to the playoffs, and some are just eking by. Welcome to the Sports Desk. I'm Bonnie Prickitt. Let's go ahead and get started. The Knights are experiencing a nice run in the Delray League with a 3-0 record. This homecoming game is against 6-1 Bosco Tech. They're also fighting for a top league spot. Sports Desk reporter Patrick Alog reports this one.
Bishop Montgomery was coming into this game with a record of 4-3 overall, winners of their last 3 games, while Bosco Tech was coming in with a record of 6-1. Let's fast forward to the second quarter. It's already 7-0 Bishop, and Dylan Welsh going back, but he's sacked by safety Kaywin Owens on 3rd down. It's 4th down Bosco Tech. They're punting deep in their own territory, and the punt is blocked by Patrick Friedman and recovered by Kyle Collins. Bishop's defense will play havoc on Bosco Tech all night long. And the block punt would lead to a 37-yard field goal from Jonathan Kim, giving Bishop a 10-0 lead in the second quarter. There's now 3:40 left in the second quarter, and Bosco Tech gets a 2-yard run, and they're at the Bishop 48-yard line, which is the farthest they were in the first half. 1:45 left in the first half. Luis Soto hands it off to Michael Turner, who has a nice run going, a 17-yard run, which was one of his longest of the game. He finished with 122 yards. Bishop went into half up 10-0. For those second half highlights, safety Danny Herrera was named homecoming king, and for Herrera, the night would even get better. Now let's get to those highlights. 2nd and 9, 8:20 left in the third quarter, and the pass deflected by Miles Howard. Bosco would have to punt 2 plays later. Now 5:55 left in the third quarter, 4th and 5 for Bishop. They're not punting though, they go for the fake run from Patrick Friedman, and it works on a 19-yard run from Friedman. They are now in Bosco Tech territory. Now 4:10 left in the third quarter. It's another 4th down for Bishop Montgomery. This time they're going for it on 4th and 6. Soto goes back for the pass, completes it to Kenny Ridgway. Needs to get a couple more yards for the first down, and they do as they convert another 4th down on this drive. 1:25 left in the third quarter. It's 4th and 11. Could Bishop Montgomery convert on the 4th down of this drive? Yes, they do on a 29-yard reception to the 6-yard line. Pass from Luis Soto to Brian Paredes. And 1 play later, Blake Alt converts on a 6-yard touchdown run, and with the extra point, Bishop Montgomery is now up 17-0 late in the third quarter. 5:10 left in the game. Bosco Tech in Bishop territory, but Miles Howard intercepts the pass as Bishop is trying to preserve the shutout. 1:45 left in the game. Bosco Tech still trying to find their first points of the game, but they won't get it here as it's intercepted by who else? Homecoming king, Danny Herrera. Herrera looking for some blockers, almost falls down, but he still has the ball and is going to go for the end zone as he gets a pick 6. As Danny Herrera ends the scoring night for Bishop Montgomery as they defeat Bosco Tech 24-0.
Yeah, I thought our defense played really well. You know, they've been getting better every game, and you know, they got a shutout, which is big. It's a very good Bosco Tech team, so that's huge. And I thought our offense came along in the second half. Our passing game made some progress. We had 3 4th down conversions in 1 drive throwing the ball, so I was really excited about that. So overall, it was a great game on all phases of the game.
It was homecoming night, and Coach Hotchkiss was a little worried how his players would deal with it.
As a head coach, you worry about all that. You know, we're playing an hour earlier than we usually play, and we have a lot of kids who are in the homecoming court. And a lot of distractions, but you know, we talked about it. We said, hey, once that's all done, right a couple hours before the game, we need to focus on the game, and I thought the kids did a good job of it.
Danny Herrera certainly didn't worry Coach Hotchkiss.
It was great. You know, he kind of locked it up for us. He also had a crucial pick early on and didn't go back for a touchdown, but kind of ended a drive of theirs and gave us the momentum for the game. So he played fantastic, and he's been big for us all year getting picks, and you know, we're real happy with his play, and I'm even happier they named the homecoming king.
Herrera was asked which was more exciting, homecoming king or the pick 6?
The pick 6, I think. Yeah, because I didn't initially think I could take it back, but then I saw an opening and I just took it as far as I could, and I ended up in the end zone. So it was great.
For Bishop Montgomery, this is their first shutout since September 2010 when they won on the road at Vista del Lago 43-0, and their first home shutout since September 2006 when they won against St. Monica 35-0. For Bishop Montgomery, they're now 4-0 in Delray League play, and this week they have a bye week. However, next week they'll be on the road at LaSalle. Reporting from Bishop Montgomery, I'm Patrick Alog for the Sports Desk.
Thanks, Patrick. For that wrap-up, the Knights are doing well trying to conquer that Delray League. Quarterback Luis Soto scored a rushing touchdown. Michael Turner was a mainstay of the Knights' offense with a total of 128 yards. Safety and homecoming king Danny Herrera had a pick six, and Jonathan Kim knocked it through the upright. Then it counts, and the Knights are on a bye this next week. But coming up after the break, we travel to West as the stadium gets a new name. But can the Warriors get the W? Stick around to find out.
Take out meals for just $12.99. Call now.
Sherry Pearson. You are the sole surviving heir of the King of Montonopolis, and you are now worth $45 million.
I'm rich! This can't be real.
Of course it's not real. Come on. Having money isn't about luck. Like that takeout meal. Cook at home instead, you can save thousands a year. Feed me.
Feed the pig. Cotton balls. Duct tape. Spoon. Needle. Thread. Scalpel.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
When the people of Haiti were hit by the massive earthquake, the people of America and the world came to their aid.
President Clinton and I have seen firsthand the power of your contributions at work.
The Clinton Bush Haiti Fund is on the ground, funding programs that create jobs, teach skills, and assist local businesses.
Please continue to help us help the people of Haiti so they can rebuild and thrive. Thank you.
Go now to ClintonBushHaitiFund.org or text Quake to 2222 to give $10.
Welcome back. This week's game at West is special. Its homecoming in the stadium is named in honor of the truest and original Warrior. In the end, though, there's a push to get a win in the Bay League against neighborhood foe Redondo Union. Sarah Pila brings you this report.
Fans, friends, and family gathered at West High for the homecoming game and the dedication of renaming the stadium in memory of Coach Fred Peterson. Coach Pete's family was honored before the game, and his daughter Katie says if her dad were here, he would have been very grateful.
I think he would be very humbled and excited too. I mean, he considers himself, you know, a true Warrior. And so I think he would be very humbled by this as well.
It means a lot to be here for Petey. I know he's probably swirling around this stadium. That's the kind of guy he was. We really miss Petey a lot.
After the family walks off the field, the West Warriors run on, and we transition to the game. First quarter, Warriors driving, Notch passes to Bozen. He gets a good run to the 5-yard line. It's now 1st and goal for West. Next play, Notch runs it into the end zone for himself for the first score of the night. 6-0 Warriors with 8:19 left in the first. The extra point's no good. And that is Hunter Bradshaw with the touchdown. First one for the Seahawks of the night. They lead 7-6. So in the second quarter, that pass by Harrison Facher was deflected and intercepted by Sam Choi. West takes over on the 35-yard line, but they won't score. Still in the second quarter, 2nd down for the Seahawks. Senior running back Deion Williams fumbles, and West has the ball back. So Warriors are driving with 4:57 left in the half. Notch links up with Bozen again for a nice catch. Next play, Notch hands off inside to Ruse. He's down to the 3-yard line. 3:16 left to play in the half. 2nd and 3, clock is down to 2:52 in the half. That's Barry Thomas. He runs it in for the touchdown. And that's Raymond Lima who gets the 2-point conversion for West. They lead 14-7. Time's ticking, under a minute left in the half, and that's Davian Goodall with the catch. He gets his first touchdown of the night for the Seahawks. West leads 14-13. Now we're in the third quarter, 8 minutes left. Redondo leads 16-14. Notch couldn't find anyone, and he's intercepted by Eric Brown, who returns it for the 6 points. Redondo's now up by a 23-14 lead. Under 7 minutes left in the third. Big catch by Craig Naus, and he's finally taken down at the 20, and a penalty on Redondo moves him up to the 10. Next play, Notch finds Naus again, this time in the back of the end zone, and he brings the Warriors within 2 of the Seahawks, 23-21 Redondo. We jump to the fourth with 10 minutes to play in the game. Davion Goodall scores another touchdown, running for about 50 yards. They're successful on a 2-point conversion and lead 38-24. But the Warriors aren't done yet, and they answer back. That's Nicky Ruse. No one could get to him. He's going to score and narrows the gap. Warriors now trail 38-31. 4:33 left to play, 3rd and 1. Big catch. This is his second one of the night. The game's now tied at 38. 1st and 10 for Redondo. That's Davion Goodall again with a catch in the corner for a touchdown. Warriors have a small window of time, down by 7. And Notch finds Nicky Ruse. So with 20 seconds left, 4th and 10, last shot for the Warriors to tie. The pass is incomplete. Seahawks will take a knee and win the game. It was a battle back and forth all night, but West just couldn't hold on, and Redondo won the game 45-38. It is a bittersweet loss for the Warriors, as tonight was homecoming, and it was the dedication to the Fred Peterson Stadium. At West High, I'm Sarah Pila for the Sports Desk.
Thanks, Sarah, for that report. That was a really great game, and a bittersweet one at that. The Seahawks might have beaten West, but league's not over yet, especially with the West offense really gearing up. Joey Notch, Craig Naus, Nick Ruse, and Barry Thomas all had pretty good games in this most unfortunate loss. And West will host Palos Verdes next week. Just a reminder, the West Pancake Breakfast is on October 29th, and that is supporting All Sports Booster Club. We'll have more information for you at the end of the show. Let's take a look at the Pioneer League. The North Saxons played Lawndale and won 35-20. Jorge Hernandez threw for a 324-yard game and 3 touchdowns, and Devontae Jenkins caught one of them, totaling 100 yards. Mr. Michael Gerardo went to the end zone twice, and they are now 1-1 in league play. The Pioneer League race is really heating up, with Torrance winning big against El Segundo. A heck of a win it was, with Jacob Kalama throwing his 2 completions for 2 touchdowns. Tyrone Taylor was a force on both sides of the ball with 3 touchdowns, 2 receiving and 1 rushing. Quaco ran for 52 yards on 15 carries. Torrance will play at Centennial next week. The Centennial Apaches played the South Spartans and won 36-28. Even with that loss, though, running back Brandon Loera was pretty spectacular. He went for 29 carries on 189 yards and a touchdown. Adam Heifetz and Carl Kamari and quarterback Kyle Nesbitt all scored touchdowns for South. The Spartan D played well, with Drew Lawrence and Hayden Finley intercepting South, and they will play Lawndale this week. Let's take a look at the South Coast Conference League. And the Warriors had their first loss of the season. Final score of this Northern Conference game was Cerritos 42, El Camino 21. The Warriors struck first with a touchdown by South alum and running back Eric Capacchione, and the 2-point conversion helped them to 8 points, but that's all they could get in the first half. Starting quarterback Omar Herrera went down with an injury, and West alum Ron Clark went 2 for 11 and a touchdown. Alondra Johnson and Jared Shaw would also contribute to the El Camino D offense. And the real story of this matchup was North alum Brandon, or you might remember him as BJ Danker, who was quarterbacking Cerritos to the win. Danker went 14 for 21 and 188 yards and 3 touchdowns. The Warriors will host the Bakersfield Renegades for their next home game. That is all the information I have for you right now. So hot off the presses, I just would like you to know that in the Northwest Division, the Bishop Montgomery Knights are now ranked number 7th, and South Torrance Spartans are still holding on in the number 10 spot. That's all the football information we have for you right now, so stay tuned. We've got more after the break.